And hey everyone, welcome to Abraxas Precipice, the Expanse role-playing game. And we are in the midst of it, guys. We're missing some players because San Diego Comic-Con and Gen Con decided to do it back-to-back. And we have to go check, but we're fairly sure Donna has not been home. And look, we're three men. And I don't think any of us are as hardcore as that.
No, she's way tougher. Tougher than I am.
And that's why Don's the captain.
You
gotta earn the respect 100%. Of the crew. And freaking double fisted and freaking San Diego Comic-Con and Gen Con. How many hundreds of thousands of people can I go and serve in a fucking that's all wild, man.
God.
Anyway, so yeah, we're and then Claire's still feeling under the weather, but we'll hopefully be back next week. Everyone, we're back with it. We got an episode tonight. We are got a lot on the plate. We do our stream here weekly. If you want to check it out, it's super great. Please check out all our info here through those links. In addition, if you're interested in supporting the stream, you can check out our Patreon or our Ko-fi. And the last way to support our stream is through merchandise through Cauldron Tower. I got 15% off right now with Gods of the Earth, everything. I got 15 uses of that one, so if you want to use it, that's the biggest code I have right now available. Furthermore, you can go to Cauldron Tower and you can sign up for our mailing list. And we have our Culted shirts coming out this tomorrow. I guess tomorrow night, but Friday morning. Very excited for this set. They're very cool. I got some cool stuff I dug up, including our first, what we dubbed our bootleg Abraxas Precipice shirt.
Yeah.
You're gonna bootleg your own stuff, right?
Yeah.
But those are great ways to support us and support our streaming and the like. And we've got a lot of cool stuff in the pipeline. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to be on talking the new Trade of the Expanse book, Traders and Smugglers. Very excited about that. And there's a lot. I can't say anything more in detail, but there's a lot of Expanse stuff on the horizon. So please keep an eye out for that RPG stuff and the like. Anyways, all right, we're going to run our opening credits, and we will be right back. All right, and we are back. Hi. Waxer. Bright light. A tube. Traveling at fantastic rates through alien technology. And then just darkness. You've been in this... You see in front of you these, like, points in space. Moving mechanically. They're kind of, they have different hues to them. In the center is one that's very bright. Others are dimmer at points, brighter at points, different colors. Some are kind of bluish, some are reddish, green, white. And you see these spheres moving and doing their song, dance, whatever you can call it. What do you do?
Am I like floating? I mean, do I see my own body?
You can't. You look to find your own corporeal existence. It doesn't exist. There is no corporeal. There is just the concept of Waxor.
This must be,
bro.
Yeah. This must be what it is like when I'm dead. Yeah, Waxor probably thinks he's dead.
Cool, I'm dead.
Yeah. I'm gonna head towards the light.
Okay, the bright one.
Yeah.
Okay. So you start moving towards it. It gets bigger and bigger. The other ones kind of swing past you, and as you swing past, you can see them in detail. They are spheres, but they have like hues and texture and complexities. But it's too fast for your mind to grab it. You come to the one. It's glowing. Once you get closer to it, you see it's not quite as like bright as you thought it was. It seems to dim into your eyes. You can kind of get like an orange. It kind of has an orangish hue. Would be the best way to describe it for you.
Okay.
But it sits there and it just kind of like seems to be like a giant burning orb. Just like absolute.
And I'm just approaching it. I mean, I'll just keep going until like I'm engulfed in it, I suppose.
Okay. So you head into it, and as you enter into it, you start seeing like things moving, like tons and tons of activity. It's hard for your mind to keep up to it. But like these huge complicated things are occurring that your mind's like you can tell this is the like some sort of like reaction, and it just goes on and on and on. The complexity and the amount of it's hard to take in. But give me a willpower. Would that be self-discipline, I suppose?
Okay. Right, so
I think that's straight willpower.
Okay. Oh my god. I rolled 3 1s. 6
Okay.
total.
All right. You try to go deeper and deeper to it, and eventually like you find like your will just slipping, like, and you suddenly get like sent out of it, pulled out of it. You see it zip past you. You see these other spheres zip past you. Everything zip past you, and like you get a final glimpse of this whole mechanized system moving around and everything unfolding as you suddenly come to a bright white light, and you can feel things like pain again, and you feel discomfort.
I'm gonna start to try to ground myself with those those feelings, like pain, discomfort, and try to see if I can start thinking about even like the crew.
The pain starts like rendering a shape for you, and it's a sphere. It's a bright white sphere, and you start kind of moving through it, and you can feel that there's like a white sphere of pain that like is affecting you, and you can try to avoid it, or you can try to, how do you want to deal with it? Or you can try to embrace it, or you could just be like, hey, that's cool, all right, whatever it is.
I feel like Waxer would probably just try to like, he will just try to like wrestle it, like, embrace it.
Go give rage against. Okay, cool. All right.
To see if it brings me back,
give me another willpower test, self-discipline.
All right. I can't be all ones again, right? So let's see. Well, almost did. 1, 2. So I got 4 plus 3. That's a 7. That's fucking insane.
Are you rolling real dice today or what, man? Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So okay. So it like the pain pushes you back. You feel yourself like succeeding out of wherever you were with that bright white sphere. Wyatt, you're at Star's Edge facility. You managed to get a new arm. It's not as good as your last arm, but it'll do the trick at least. You're having to get kind of used to it. It's a little twitchy here and there. It's still learning your mannerisms, and you're learning its mannerisms. And the people at Star's Edge have had you come over recently because they said that Waxer's like brain activity has been spiking up again, or starting to spike. He's starting to they think he's starting to come to consciousness again.
Okay. I definitely want to be in the same room with him. Maybe at a distance, knowing how big and strong he is. I want to get.
They do have you. They have each of him, Gaz, and Myrtle all in individual rooms, and each room has like an observing hallway you can like look at them from. You can't enter the room, but they try to discourage that because they want to keep contamination at a minimum. They're still kind of worried. You can see Waxer's hooked up some machines. They're checking him for. They said his radiation levels are low. He didn't get as irradiated as you did. and they said his muscle tone is actually really strong. He seems to be physically great. They're really happy with how he's doing physically. But yeah, the big revelation is that his like the EKGs and his like electrical activity in his brain starting to kick back up, and it's like They say it kind of it's similar to dreaming, but they're not really sure what's going on in the head right now. But something's going on in the head.
Is this similar to how I was brought back?
They say that it's similar. Yours was different because you got like irradiated really badly when you got rescued, and so they think that like shock to your system kind of like accelerated your body or something like that. They think, or they're not really sure what happened, but like, or the drugs they were giving you, but like, it was just different circumstances. Yeah, they brought him out the proper way. They didn't bring you out the proper way. Is what they're kind of saying.
I'm gonna ask for a chair, and I'm just gonna sit there and wait by the door until I go in.
And yeah, you've met with Caroline Arn, the head of the chief R&D of Star's Edge there, and by all means, Sebastian Pope has like extended his well wishes, and they're okay with you being in there. You're not allowed to walk the facility, but you can go through there. There's like a little side room. You can they have like a cot set up for you and everything. There's they provide food to you and everything, so it's not really a big deal. But you're there for like 2 days. All right, Waxer, the sphere of pain comes back, and you feel it like kind of it's like this bright white pain. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try this time. I'm gonna try to avoid it.
Okay, you try to receive it. Give me a willpower test. Let's see if you can do one of these for a change.
Okay.
Did you get higher than
11. 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
You start trying to retreat. You start trying to retreat from it, but like it's hard to retreat from it fully because it's like the only thing that's guiding you, it's the only thing you can perceive.
Okay.
And even as it becomes a pinpoint, you can still see the brightness of it all, and you kind of feel like where you're. Do you want to you go away from it, but do you want to turn away from it, or like how do you want
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm just gonna put like my hand, like block it out, or
I guess
I'll just try to block it out.
Okay, you try to block it out. Okay. Give me another willpower self-discipline test.
Yeah.
Or faith.
All right, there we go. 15, 18, two sixes.
So you start trying to block it out. You're trying to kind of feel it and trying to toughen it out, and it works okayish, but even as you put your hand up to it, and you kind of try your hands or whatever you would try to block it out, you can feel it overwhelming you, and it's still kind of pointing to you. Why you're watching Waxer's like body here, and you can kind of see like he started to spike up a little bit. Some of the doctors come in the room to check on him real quick, and they see him kind of like he's like kind of moving a little bit, like he's having a bad dream or something.
I'm gonna like demand that I be given some kind of protective gear to go in there, something that makes them feel more comfortable. I'm not worried about it, but
okay. Yeah, you can put on like you can like suit up. They have like surgical masks, all that kind of shit. They let you suit up. So you go on in there, and Waxer is like kind of like you're doing that kind of number, and yeah, that white pain suddenly becomes much brighter, and you start feeling like you try to put your hand up. You actually feel like your hand going up to try to block it. You actually feel your arms, but they feel heavier than normal.
Okay. This time I'll try to grab it if I can, or like just kind of.
Okay. All right, give me a willpower test here.
See if we can focus and pull that thing. Okay, there we go.
You can do it. Ooh,
yeah. 11, 14.
Okay. So you see Waxer's like arms start moving a little bit, and like he let me check something here. Okay. His arms start moving, and you see him like bat at like the side guardrail or whatever it is, and you can see him hit his hand on the guardrail pretty hard. Waxer, you feel like another little like piece of pain. This one's not white; it's more like a red, like a dull red, but it's off to like the side now, like from where the white light burning white pain is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start like focusing my energy just like to try to whatever
Okay.
push myself out of that.
So you see like Waxer's arm is starting to grab out, and why you see the doctor they take a step back. They go, all right, looks like his activity's going back up to normal. I think he might be coming too. So do you want to do anything, Wyatt?
I'm just going to. I want to be able to stand somewhere that when he comes to, maybe he'll see me and recognize me without.
You can sit at the foot of the bed or off the side or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I'll go like the foot of the bed.
All right, so you can sit at the foot of the bed, Waxer, and do you want to say anything, Wyatt, or do you just want to stand there ominously?
I'll just continue to talk to him, telling him stories of stuff we've been through.
Okay. So you start telling stories, and Waxer, you start hearing like murmurs. You feel like there's now like another thing in your presence. Feels like it feels warm. It doesn't feel. It feels more comfortable. It is though past like the white pain though. It feels like on the other side of like where like the bright white pain is.
And I can't make any noises, right? Like that I
you try
know of. Yeah, I mean, I'll just try to like, like make some type of acknowledgement or yell out.
Okay.
Rawr!
Okay. All right, you want to give him a good girl. Okay, give me a willpower test.
I'm gonna feel around for a soft neck to choke. No, I'm just gonna. 11.
Okay. You start seeing like he's like the noise is starting to merge in his mouth. Nothing you can really make out, Wyatt. But you start moving towards it and you come up to like the white ball of pain. Waxer, what do you want as you kind of go towards this like warmth? It looks like you have to confront it. Give me like a willpower test here.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
This will be your last one. That'll be good.
Okay. All right. So that's a 12.
Well, okay. That's decent. So you slowly like start like the pain starts to brighten up, and it hurts. It hurts a lot. It's like these like really achy, this really like painful sphere of like white coming through you, and you can now kind of hear Wyatt talking to you about stuff, and the impact of this like white pain is like it's starting to become less just like a light and more like some shapes here and there. As you can kind of see, like things are starting to emerge, but there's like different shades of this white once you get through it. And why you can see like Waxer trying to open his eyes a little bit. He's getting there. And the two doctors are like, they're like, he's coming too.
Smack him. Maybe that'll wake him up a little faster.
Do you want to smack him?
No,
okay.
I'm not.
Hey, you never know, man. I can't hit back. I can't hit back.
No. So, Waxer, you hear like Wyatt clearing, and the lights start kind of coming. You can kind of see like the bright white sphere feels like your eyes are just like this like huge pain. As you slowly kind of open them, you can kind of see some stuff. You can kind of make out like some shapes and everything. There's some moving shapes in the room. The room is largely like this kind of dull, kind of like light gray color. You can hear some other tones here and there, but you can see that Wyatt standing there over you. He's wearing like a mask. And he's got like a gown on and everything, and he's talking to you a bit. But you're coming too. You're waking up.
Whew.
How you feeling, buddy?
Am I dead? Are we dead?
No. If we are, this is hell.
Where's everybody? Where's the rest of the crew? Are we Cap?
You got to calm down, buddy. But they're still out, but they're alive and they're good. It's going to take them time to get out of this coma or whatever it is that we've been stuck in.
How do we even get out of there? What happened? I don't remember like anything actually. I just remember trying to flip over some that thing, that life form.
I think we're going to owe Medea quite a few drinks when this is all said and done. I'll catch you up with everything though. Once you're
how long have I been out?
So like 7-8 months now.
Yeah.
7-8 months.
Yeah.
Where are we?
We were in Star's Edge.
Where's our ship?
It's back. It's up in orbit. The Captain McMichaels is taking care of it right now.
Wait, what? Man, now I must be dreaming. Yeah, that Koyo is the captain.
Hey, they thought we were all dead. It took them a long time to find us.
Oh man, maybe put me back in this coma. No, I kid. It's good to see you. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too, buddy.
The two doctors are kind of looking over the numbers here and give you a look, Wyatt. Like they like to check them. They're all. Do you want to like say anything to Waxer about that? Or?
I'm like, hey, I'm gonna let them. They're gonna look you over. Let them do it. Don't fight them unless they do something that deserves it. But I'm gonna let these guys do what they need to do to make sure everything's all right with you.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah.
I'll stay in the room though. I'll just kind of back up.
Yeah, okay. I kind of reach out for your hand, Wyatt.
Squeeze it.
Hold my hand, man.
I'll hold your hand from a distance.
Like a giant hand.
Yeah. Wyatt, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. His metal arm. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so Waxer, you start waking up. The two doctors kind of come over to you and they start. They go, you've been unconscious for several months. We just want to make sure you're okay. Your muscles have held up okay. You're not actively too bad, but please, if you could do us a favor and not stand up too quickly, take your time with it. We'd prefer if you not try to stand for basically they don't want you to stand for like a day or two.
Okay. Yeah.
And you're like, you can feel like you're hooked up, like you have a catheter, you got like, there's like tubes and shit in your arm, like they have you all saline solutions up. You're not like hyper hooked up, but like they're making sure you can breathe, that you're like hydrated. Your breath is like not as bad as you thought it would be, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But the room you don't recognize the room at all. You just recognize why it's the only thing there these two doctors, you can see they have Star's Edge gear on, but they're just kind of checking you over and going over all the machinery and everything, and the like. They kind of check, they check everything. There's not much more to say about that. They kind of take a step back, and one of them goes, it seems decent enough, all things considered. Mr. Ducheng, would you care for something to eat? I mean, you're okay hungry. You're not like super hungry, but
yeah, sure. Let me get used to.
We'll bring in a pair of meals for you and Wyatt to share, and you guys can talk and the like. Okay.
Yeah.
The two of them take off and leave the room. Wyatt, you're I will say this, like, give me a security test real quick. The intelligence security, yeah.
16 plus.
That's pretty good.
20.
Oh, all right, that's pretty good.
Double 5.
There's no way they're not monitoring this room.
You're right. Yeah.
There's no way. You know. But you also, it's also kind of like, well, maybe it's not a bad idea to monitor the room too.
Yeah.
What do you mean that people are watching this room I'm in the hospital at? Well, that's kind of what we do. That's kind of the point. All right, so you guys kind of sit there for a second. Maybe I don't know if you have anything you want to say to him while you're waiting for the meals to come.
I'll kind of explain to him how we were found and.
Yeah.
Okay, explain it to him then.
Yeah. How did they find us?
I really don't know. I think they just accidentally stumbled upon us. I don't really know the details more.
What's the last thing you remember?
Walking into that portal elevator thing. I remember going in.
Oh yeah.
I remember talking to the Case.
Yeah.
And he didn't make it back. He took care of the protomolecule, so there's that plus to all this, but he detonated the bomb while in there. So
that's one brave Koyo, man. That son of a bitch. Yeah. When are we gonna get to? You think we'd be able to go see Cap and?
Yeah, they're
and everybody else and Claire.
Across the hall in rooms pretty much identical.
Oh,
yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, Jazz. Yeah. Okay.
Kind of look around a little bit.
Okay. As you guys talk, like they bring in the meals, the water, everything like that, nothing too fancy. It's a pretty plain meal. They do match. It's nothing. It's like it's kind of like I don't want to say a slurry, but it's like it's not trying to make anything to be rough on your system. It's going to keep you healthy, but it does have a lot of flavor.
Ain't no built a burrito, that's for sure. Yeah.
Definitely not.
I mean, so so we're on Pope ship.
We're over at Star's Edge base.
Okay.
They
And
took
then what about our colony? I mean, have we even had any contact with them? Are they alive out
that's where they took me. You guys were taken here.
Yeah.
I was taken there. I was exposed to a lot more radiation.
Oh
Um,
man.
I
Yeah.
don't know the full details, but I know it wasn't good. But yeah, I was over there, and they said they've started getting some brain activity from you, so I hauled ass over here.
Yeah, I thought I was going to the light. I thought it was done. Yeah.
Pretty sure every
Like
single one of us thought we were done, but I don't know when Cap or Gaz is going to wake up either. It's been,
how long they been out, yeah.
same.
Same.
Yeah, the same.
What's their condition, yeah? Lots of radiation. Anybody
Everything seems to be okay. There's some fissures in the ground from the explosion. Other than that, is that about it? I don't remember if there was anything else.
Yeah, so he gives you the rundown, which is basically so when the nuke detonated, it blew like fissures through like the surface of this side of the planet, and propelled like what they're pretty sure was like, it basically made like the protomolecule tech like really brittle, and so it kind of shattered through the surface of the planet. Or didn't go that far up, but like it pushed up, and so these fissures were having some, and that's how they figured out that someone detonated a nuke, was that the radiation coming out of the fissures matched like nuclear weaponry. And they then kind of went and delved in one of these fissures to check out what's going on down there, and found that like the protomolecule tech was like, or the builder tech was like kind of down there and shattered through. Basically, the case like heavily, his nuke deformed it heavily. They then found these like glowing tubes. These tubes were like, that had like, a lot of them were kind of plain, but then there was parts that were glowing where you guys were like held in like some sort of stasis. And then as soon as like they kind of tried to move you, the stasis ended, and you guys were pulled out. But like, why they just kind of pulled out, like while there still is like radiation from the nuclear fallout and everything. You guys, they actually cut the whole tubes out and brought you guys up before removing you. But like all your gear was gone. Like it seems like it dissolved all your like non-organic stuff was basically taken off. So your weaponry, clothes, if you had anything on you that was special, it's gone. But that stuff, yeah. So it's all lost. Yeah.
And we have any contact with Captain McMichaels?
Yeah, we can talk. Yeah.
Yeah, he's around and readily available to talk to.
Honestly, we don't want to hear from you the minute you wake up. So when we can get you a chance to talk to him, I think I'd make him feel a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when Cap wakes up, she's gonna lose her shit. But I really hope the rest of the crew's okay. I can't believe we got out of there in one piece.
Yeah, and basically what it is that they the way that it kind of like worked was that you guys were, they thought you were gone for like 4 months, 4 or 5 months like that too, and they basically pronounced you dead. Like they thought it was dead, and then they found you guys, and you guys were unconscious for a few months while you slowly recovered. And basically what like the readout said that like your bodies were okay, but your minds were like you weren't like brain dead or like in a vegetative state. It was just more of like there was no activity. Like you were like in like a weird kind of like dreamless sleep almost.
Yeah.
And then like basically your stuff started spiking a little bit. They started having this like these dreams, and then they knew they were coming to consciousness. But like Wyatt's came through a little faster than yours. It seems like that he had the quickest.
So none of any of that data or any of the stuff that we were sent to like get, or any information, I mean, did any of that survive, or was that all also just pretty much destroyed with?
There was some of the stuff that came back with Ralph and Sally survived.
Okay, good. They made it.
Yeah, they made it. But your stuff that's like anything you had on you at the final encounter, that stuff's not there. That stuff seems to be pretty gone. as far as anyone can tell. So, yeah, that's a shame.
Well, as soon as
But
we can
alive.
walk. Yeah, yeah. I could always get a new flamethrower, man.
Hey, I'm still waiting to see what superpowers I get from all that radiation. So maybe I'll get like flame fingers or something.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly. I can't wait until I can stand up, but maybe they'll let you wheel me around and we can I don't
Oh,
know,
we
go
could
see how
definitely do that if you want to. You just let me know when you feel comfortable.
Yeah,
yeah, see what the
if you want to
rest are doing.
if you want to stand up, you can try to stand up here. If that's something you want to take a shot at.
I mean, I kind of want to just like sit up
Sure.
and just yeah, see if, or see if I can be like more like I won't stand up. If I can't stand up, at least I could get like, I don't know, like a wheelchair. We can kind of cruise around and
Okay.
Yeah.
see at least see Cap. I feel like I really want to see the crew members just to see how what state they're in. And yeah, maybe if both of us talking to them next time, eventually sitting by them, we can get them to come out too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So uh, they don't let you access the camera network here, but you can certainly kind of why you've seen them? They're just down the hall. Like I mean,
Oh,
they're
I see.
yeah,
Okay.
they're just in the next room over. Um, as far as wheeling you out right now, they don't want you leaving the room for a few days. They want to make sure like your
Okay.
immune system's
Yeah.
okay. They want to check that like it's one thing for you to like be unconscious sitting there. It's now another thing that like you're actually awake and everything. So they're just kind of like making sure you're good and
Okay.
all that and the like. So yeah.
I mean,
Well,
have you gotten to talk to anybody else from the station here and get any information or?
I mean, what you know is pretty much what I know.
Yeah.
I mean, other than the stuff that I've already told you, I don't know much. I mean, all I know is we were dead. They thought we were
Mm-hmm.
dead. They're just going to they're going to be very cautious about letting us just freely get up and go. And normally that would piss me off, but I think it's the right thing this time.
Yeah, I still don't feel right. Yeah. And this is a weird beard. I never had a beard grow out this
Yeah,
long, I figure.
well,
Yeah.
they've
Yeah.
they have been shaving you actually. Like
Okay.
they've been trying to keep your preferred look as it would be.
Okay, good.
So there is that element. Yeah, they're not they haven't gone too crazy with it. So yeah,
And we're probably just wearing what like their sort
it's
of
like a gown.
yeah,
It's
okay.
just a hospital gown. I mean, it's nothing
Yeah.
like really like it's pretty basic.
And what's in the room around it? Just curious.
So
like,
you're in a bed. It's a pretty nice hospital bed type situation. Something you would see like a high end place. You can see you're hooked up to some machines. They're like there's like an auto dock. There is like a bunch of monitoring things. There's a thing that's like giving you saline solutions. Something you can tell it's like giving you basically like nutrients and everything.
Yeah.
Monitoring. They have in the room like stuff to do scans quickly. There's some hardware in the ceiling that can come down and like scan you up really quickly if it needs to. But yeah, stuff like that. There is like some mobile tables. They don't have any chairs in here. It looks like more of like a kind of a more intensive unit, so not like a place you go and like wait people. It's not family friendly, we'll say.
you know what? Maybe I will try to like sit up and stand. I'm kind of curious because I'm not saying I don't know.
You want to try
Who
stand up?
knows? Maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
Give me a strength might test.
Okay.
If you fall, I will do my best to catch you.
Yeah, please. I got a plus. Oh, jeez. Okay. 12.
Well, okay. So you kind of get up and you kind of hobble a little bit as you kind of get out of the bed. Your legs feel a little woozy. Your knees aren't quite as like strong, but like it takes you a second. But yeah, you do calibrate. You can kind of stand up a little bit. You feel the gravity pulling on you. But yeah, you're standing there and kind of like holding on the side of the bed, and Wyatt's there holding up your other arm, and yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I don't feel too bad. Yeah, not too bad. So
Oh, good.
maybe the sooner we can get out of here. I mean, if you trust them too. I mean, they're helping us. So yeah.
We need to. I think we need to trust them this time.
Yeah, we gotta figure out.
I mean, they're going to be looking at you probably way different than they're looking at us because of whatever's going on with you inside. You know, incredible Hulk size. But I think I don't think they're going to do anything stupid. I think there's a little more trust here this time.
Good. Yeah, maybe we can get a message out to McMichaels. I don't know if I'm going to be calling him Captain McMichaels. That's going to be a tough one.
I mean, you have your data pad with you. Why you can request to like go through the network and talk to him.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you do it.
Just let him know.
You data pad comes up and you get a thing saying, "This is Captain McMichaels of the Sinclair."
Hey, what's up, Cap? I got somebody who wants to talk to you.
Okay. What's up?
And then I'll pop in the screen like,
yeah.
Okay. Oh, who are you? I have no memory. Who are you, Captain Murdo? Just kidding, Koyo. Hey.
Man, we all thought you did.
Yeah, I can't kill this one. Yeah, I thought I was dead too.
Yeah, no, he's like, no, Mikhail had to prevent me from like going and nuking the site. I was gonna go down there and take the ship and start shredding everything.
Oh man,
I was mad.
How's our ship doing?
Just fine. We just been doing gopher missions, going back and forth, getting some samples here and there, doing some assessment of the system.
And the crew, everybody's okay.
Yeah, we all good
no
up here,
problems.
man.
You didn't space nobody yet?
No, no need to do that. The crew's pretty mellow. It's really easy. We don't like nothing's really going on. He gives you kind of a rundown of what they've been doing, which is basically like Star's Edge has asked them to like go and like take samples and move stuff, or like check for stuff and do some like drop satellites here and there and do a satellite repair or two. Mostly stuff on the outer planets, not the ones you guys have messed with. It's pretty. I mean, he's doing stuff, and they sound like they're competent enough, but none of it's like really like difficult tasks.
Yeah.
Not a lot of creative thinking required.
Well, it's probably good for McMichael.
It's good fit,
yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, you heard from the colony at all? Yeah.
Yeah, the colony's going good. Yeah, and Wyatt can tell you he's been to the colony.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I've been there.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, colony's been great, man. This collaboration with Star's Edge has been going real well.
Good.
But we just kind of keeping it together and trying to figure out a way forward here. Pope says he's able to start making fuel now on the cryo brand. We're supposed to get the samples the next few months, the first for like a real pellet to try out.
Oh, that's good news for once. And what about the local, any creature problems and nothing on the colony with any of that?
The Goyotes, they've been creeping in. No, we've been keeping them away. The Mason Taters have been keeping away the Thumpers. But Star's Edge started to have some problems. They started having a little bit of encroachment. But we showed them how to use the Thumpers, and they've been keeping them away okay. The only problem they have is they got to turn those. They're kind of buggy because they got to turn the Thumpers off once in a while to run whenever they're doing certain. Basically, when they're running experiments, they have to turn the Thumpers off because they interfere with everything. But yeah, aside from that, they're doing pretty good. Right. No, it's just those fissures. The radiation on those fissures is kind of weird. Hyperpunk's going good.
Any crazy readings from the fissure and from where we were? Like, are they picking up?
Oh
anything?
Man, when those things blew, man, people thought it was Armageddon. He's like, we were getting ready to talk evacuation of the colony, and like he pulls up some footage and studies some footage, and you can see like these huge dust storms coming through the colonies, and they're basically like radioactive dust storms. And it wasn't like everyone was okay. They managed to deal with it okay. Because like they were so far from the fissures, like it was all dispersed, but still it was like a real mess. It set them back a few weeks. There was repairs to be done, etc. like that. People couldn't really move between like the buildings too easily without protection. So it was just kind of like a hassle of shit that went on for about a week or two. But then like they started exploring the fissures, and the fissures was like giant cracks in the ground. And initially they thought it was like seismic activity, but like there's no tectonic plates on the planet, so it doesn't make any sense that there'd be seismic activity. So then they figured out when they checked the radiation that it was like a nuclear weapon went off. They do think right now though that like the structures down there are like super deformed. Like everything got just like changed in shape and stuff like that. It's definitely nowhere near as safe to go down there as it once was.
Okay, so
But
there's no plans of going back.
no,
Yeah.
But what happened was the wound in the jungle did heal up after a few months. So that was good, and they also haven't noticed. They were watching from. They hadn't noticed any of the drones moving on the surface, and the ones that were moving stopped moving.
That's
So
good.
yeah, they just kind of stopped. Like they didn't like keel over and explode. They just stopped. Just kind of turned off or something. So they're pretty confident you guys got the mission done. There was a like a shrine erected to the crew and everything.
Oh
In the
shit.
town. Well, they thought you guys were dead for like a few months, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, fair
No,
enough.
I appreciate it. I hope it's a good shrine.
If I'm gone for 4 months and there's like radiation and a nuclear explosion where
Yeah.
you thought it was, you presume me dead. I'd understand.
I mean, yeah. The one shrine we should make is for Case.
This isn't like I went out drinking one night and I didn't come back the next day or something. It's like, yo,
beer can shrine.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good time. No, Case does have like there's some stuff to Case here and everything. Yeah, they certainly got that out, but along with Mumir that died down there as well. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, the White's given a report. You're welcome to fill in any details. Is there any details you want to talk about? Like, and I don't know how much details you actually gave White. Did you give it an honest, or did you like hold back on anything? I mean, did you want to tell him about the real horror you guys were shooting at and shit, or do you want to like just keep that to yourself?
I'm gonna keep that to myself because I know I'm being listened to and things they don't need to know.
But yeah, they go on about that and give you some info about it and everything, and yeah, it's not nice. Seems like it's okay-ish.
It's good to see your face, McMichaels. Thought I'd never say that.
100%. No, it's all good, man. Look, man, we'll get you back up here, but I think you know, we haven't had XO up here yet because he's got to recover and everything, you know. You know, so we're also trying not to go up and down the well because it eats up too much fuel every time we do it.
Oh yeah.
And until Pope gets all that fuel going, we don't want to do nothing. So
I agree.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, man. Well, look, hey, it's good. Right now we're just hitting up in orbit, moving, just kind of checking things, watching everything up top here. But look, it's good to have you back, William. Man, we're happy you're alive. You know, I'm super happy. We're gonna get you back up here, get you out of that gravity sooner or later.
Yeah. Well, can't wait to be back on board, man.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yeah, we get you up here, man. Well, look, man, until you get back on board, until Myrtle wakes up, you gotta call me Captain, okay?
And just click off.
All right, so you guys are hanging out, Star's Edge, had your dinner, you guys are eating everything, shooting the shit. Do you what's the plan here?
What is the plan?
Not much. I mean, I really don't want to get too far away from everybody else. I mean, if you woke up, the chances of them waking up soon hopefully is sooner than later. But
yeah,
if once they give us the okay to, you know, do what we want, if you want to do anything, you just let me know and we'll get out of here. So.
I mean, yeah, I'm just trying to think. I mean, unless we can see, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess we don't need to look at, like, yeah, I mean, we trust them. It's not like I'm suspicious to see, you know, Cap's state and, you know, need to see her vitals or anything. It's more about, I guess, and I wouldn't want to leave either because they're still here, but we could. But I'd feel, yeah. I mean, unless they let us walk around the station, you know, roll around the station.
I think they're going to limit us pretty strictly.
Yeah.
We can just go and see what happens.
Yeah.
They'll let you out here anytime you want to. You want to leave, why you can leave. The only rooms you're allowed to go in, you're allowed to go to the hallway. You can look at the different doors. They don't want you in the rooms with the other people, though, because they're just like trying to keep them stable.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you're guessing they're probably hooked up like you or Wax are. You know, and you can feel your muscles working pretty well, but it's still kind of groggy. The lights still kind of hurt, your eyes are still kind of adjusting. There's basically like a closet they were letting Wyatt sleep in. There's like a general room. It's kind of like a storage room. They kind of converted into like a meeting room that has like a table and chairs. There is, but currently it seems like the colony is actually doing pretty well. The hydroponic systems are working okay. They're able to feed everyone on the planet. The one thing they're starting to run low on basically like materials for electronics. They're starting to run low, like polymers are getting kind of are getting scarce. So they're looking at like even there's been some talk of actually like salvaging the Adrian Rogers down into orbit, like bring it out of orbit to the planet to start like scrapping it for more materials.
I think
What's that?
I kind of support that idea too. I've let them know that just because what else is that ship going to do for us? It's just
yeah. I mean, I can give you the arguments. Well, one, like there are the crew members of the Adrian Rogers amongst the general population of Mason's Haven. And that's also been kind of a point of unrest too, is that like one, okay, so if you scrap their ship, you've also scrapped their chance of getting home, their own ride. And it is their ship by definition. Two, they're also getting kind of restless because they've been given really menial tasks around the place. So a lot of it's just like moving stuff around, checking stuff, really basic tasks. And they have some expertise, but like people kind of don't trust them. The one thing that has been entertained is actually making them like even dedicated militia, arming them and like having them do the Goyoti patrol, or even like trying to like scout out stuff. They do have a little bit of they do have military training, so they're not like bad at it, but that would give them something to do. So that's been an idea. But the argument besides it being their ship is, if the Free Navy does come for this system, that's another battleship you guys have.
Yeah.
So you guys can arm it. It's right now. It's just like it has no ammunition on it right now. It has like PDCs on it just for like defense, but it doesn't have any like. The torpedo tubes are drained out. It's not like running, but you guys could re-equip it in a few weeks. So
yeah. Thinking more security wise than military wise. I don't want to send it. I don't want to scrap it, but we're going to have to figure out something to.
The colony's not in dire straits yet for that to really need to be, but it is the idea of like, if we are going to like be here for like the long haul, this would be the first thing to go. The Jersey Kinross, the colony ship, is at bare bones right now too. It's on a skeleton crew of like 5 people. If you look at it like right now, it looks like a skeleton. Like it's just stripped down. All it has is basically like a drive, a little bit of storage, a docking mechanism, the cabin. They depressurized several sections because they don't need air in there. All the cargo containers on it are gone. It's just everything's down on the planet. They just have people on it just to make sure it doesn't crash. But that one, and you guys could scrap that one too, but it's not much to it. It's not as much as the Adrian Rogers, but that's a much that ship's got a lot more fat on it, we'll say. That makes sense.
Yeah,
it's got armor plate. It's a retrofitted UN ship, so it's pretty beefy.
We'll definitely keep.
What's up, Mike? I think you lost your mic there.
Here we go.
There
Sorry. Yeah. Maybe it's like we start with that one, scrap that one, and then when it gets to when we need to, we can use the Adrian Rogers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or some, especially if people are kind of a little bit,
Well, the Adrian Rogers.
The crew.
The original plan on the original plan on the Jersey Kinross was to use it as a cargo or like a big long hauler ship. That's kind of the premise of what it can do. Is you can put a bunch of stuff on it, and it can bring stuff back. But at this point, she was like, "Are you going to get out of here?" and whatnot. So there's a lot of questions on that too. But the Adrian Rogers, definitely has military capabilities, and you guys know you only have the Sinclair, you have the Ice Fang. So there's like those are 2 ships, but like a 3rd ship could go a long ways too. Especially one that big. It's a big ship. It's not. Okay. It's about like 4 times the size of the Sinclair. It's a big ship.
Oh.
It's a frigate. I mean, it's a heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, we could scrap that for days. Use a lot of if we had to. Okay.
Yeah, we'll worry about that whenever that time, when we start panicking for
Yeah, exactly. Keep that
hopefully.
one in the back pocket. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll eventually happen. If we're here forever, we're gonna run into a lot more problems than just that, I have a feeling.
It feels like we're here forever.
Yeah.
I mean, have we got any news from the outside? I mean, or anything? Like, do we?
No.
Yeah,
Nothing's
nothing.
come through. They do kind of keep eyes on the they keep eyes on the ring gate. No, not much activity. Nothing's come through it or anything like that too. Although, okay. All right. So, you guys are chilling out. Do you guys want to hand the room? Do you want to go to like the conference room they have? It has like nicer chairs. Do you guys want to like? And you're able to walk around pretty quick, Waxer. It's actually like they're a little shocked how fast you're covered.
Yeah, let's
walk.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go in the conference room, and it's got like a nice view screen in the room. It's definitely kind of been put together. You can tell it was probably at one point a storage room. And they got like a little bit of food in there for you and everything. It kind of become kind of like the hospitality suite for Mason's Havens people, basically. And they have like, they're playing like footage of like, nice vistas and everything on the walls, kind of nice to look at. They can put some music on in here and everything. And you gotta walk past to see Gaz, and you gotta walk past to see Myrtle. They're both like just unconscious in gowns. The machines are like, they're all alive of their own accord. Like they're not like on life support. It's just that like, they're in this dreamless sleep. You can see that like the status is going on. They're talking about how it's similar to what you guys were undergoing, and they suspect that they'll recover. It's just they're going to recover at a different rate than you guys.
We should really put those slippers on Cap. I think it'd get her out of the.
They actually did have slippers in here. They actually did have slippers for you here. Yeah, it's a whole hospital thing, man. It's
nice.
Like when you go to the mental ward, they give you the slippers. They're not beasts.
As long as Cap's slippers didn't get destroyed.
Oh well, I think she was actually wearing boots down there, but.
Oh yeah, I think so.
But
that'd be weird if she was wearing her pink
slippers.
slippers.
I was going to describe the floor a few places. That'd be disgusting. I had to run on to go turn off sprinkler off of my fucking slippers, so I can't think about.
Oh yeah,
that's disgusting, Michael. All right, but you guys are sitting there kind of just like maybe you're playing cards or whatever it is. They got stuff like that. They got little games you guys play. Some of the people from you do see Dr. Holson comes through at one point and says hi. You can get a call from Medea. There's a lot of people are down on the place. They're kind of hanging around. You hear from people say they're happy you woke up. The head of Mason's Haven contacts you. You do get contacted. You get a call from Pope. Wyatt.
I'll answer it.
All right, you get it. And he goes, Mr. Thompson, I hear your compatriot is awake.
Yeah, we got one more up. We're sitting here impatiently hoping the other two wake up soon.
Well, absolutely. Do you want to you can put it on the big screen so like he can see Waxer and you guys can talk. Okay. So you put it on the big screen and he goes, yes, no, we have all faith in our medical staff and we're giving the best treatment we can give them. We have all faith that they will wake up. Both you and Waxer recovered quite nicely. So, but what we'd like to do, what I'd like to do today is share some interesting development that's just occurred.
Okay, yeah, we're listening.
Yeah. All right. And he goes up and he pulls up like a scan. He's got like a nice like high res video here, and it comes up on the screen. And it's the ring gate. It's the ring gate for the system. You recognize it, and you've seen the images of it before. They kind of monitoring it, and he goes, "Watch this!" And like he plays a little bit of a video clip for you, about like a 3-second clip, and like I don't know, both of you make a sneaking test.
Oh.
Let's see
if you can spot it.
15.
15. Okay. Decent.
17.
17. Okay. Why you're kind of there and you're watching. You're like, what the fuck am I looking for? It just looks like the standard blinking. And why you're watching it, and you see like a little like flicker in a very small part of it. Like kind of like fades and like flickers here, but this part like something kind of like it doesn't just flicker in a random shape. It seems like a flicker like a line.
What's that there, Mr. Pope?
He's like, let me slow it down for you. And you zoom in and slow it down. So he zooms in, and you're watching it here. It's like now it's like at like 1 like 1,000 or 1/100 speed. Oh, actually, you're watching this time, and you kind of catch it. You can kind of see this little like line come through this way, and like it's just like really brief. He elongates so you can kind of see it, but like it looks like he's like, I know it's real hard to see, but like we spotted something coming through the ring, and whatever it is, why it's tiny. I mean, it's tiny. Like you could fit it in your hand, tiny.
So maybe just debris from that ship we sent that way?
It's been a long time. It's been quite a while since we did the operation, but I mean, it's literally been like a year and a half almost.
No heat signal.
But if you look at this, no heat signal or anything, but if you look at it, it goes in a straight line. That's what's throwing us off. And that's what triggered the interest in it. In addition, if you watch this frame, it goes frame by frame, you can see that like the line is actually segmented, and it kind of has a very tiny arc he's showing. And he's like, we believe that this was a PDC barrage.
So somebody's shooting through the.
I mean, it's like a series of maybe like 20 bullets from a PDC. It's not a whole lot.
So if things are coming in, things should be able to go out.
Well, Hunter, we've always known we can go out. That's the issue. It's more closed in the, don't open the door, I'll shoot you. Kind of closed.
So
why were they shooting in? We have any idea anything happened?
Well, they may not be shooting in. They may be shooting at something inside there. That's what we think.
That could be a full-blown behind that thing, and we don't know it.
That's what we're thinking. If Marco, according to Inaros, he secured the Dina station and the ring space. If he's shooting there, that means he's in competition. Now, whether or not this is anyone we know, or the Earth or Mars or some other, the OPAs have their own little infighting with it, we do not know.
It could be the opening to the outside world too, sooner than later.
Well, it could be over. It could be over in a matter of months. My point is, though, is that we might need to be more on call for anything coming through that gate. Now, the good news is that our gate is farther away from us than the gate, basically the Sol system, is like pretty far from Earth. It's far from Earth, but this is actually far. There's like 7 AU. We have a little bit more of a heads up, a little more response time. But I wanted to put you on alert, as you are the, how do I put this? The recognized chief officer of the Sinclair.
Shit hits the fan. We're the.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm. Yeah, please do. If anything happens and you need me and Waxer, got us right now. We don't have the full crew, but we're close.
Well, we're worried about, my main concern at this point is either the spreading of false hope amongst the colony, or the potential of an ambush. So many unknowns.
I say we don't need to let really anybody know about this right now.
Okay.
Just keep that between us. I mean, yeah, just us for now. And I think it's the best course of action. I don't want to panic people or maybe give people, like you said, false hope, because it could literally be nothing. And
we're currently going over hours of footage of the ring gate, trying to figure out what it is. Unfortunately, because of the pure randomness of the pool of the ring gate, the way it kind of flickers and everything, we can't our analysis systems are having a lot of difficulty deciphering any meaning from it. So,
is there any way we could send a satellite through and have a link again? Like set up our own, create our own, instead of relying on what was on there before?
We could throw set a relay through there. Whether or not it'll...
I mean, it could get destroyed the minute it gets through.
It can be destroyed the minute it gets through. It could sit there, or it could let people on the other side know that we're interested in going through. All these kind of worry me to some degree. And my concern would be we then suddenly become a target for some people that are poking around where they don't want us to poke around. So there's, but I see a lot of different options here by all means.
Well, you talk it over with your best.
Mm-hmm.
I'll talk with ours, and maybe we can come up with a good plan of action.
That's
right now, I think watch and learn, or watch, wait, learn, all that.
100%. Yeah. Absolutely. I have a lot of respect for your opinion here on the circumstances. Waxer, it's good to see you up. I'm glad to see you're working out here and everything. Please help yourself whatever you need to eat, get better. You're welcome to leave anytime you want to, but I understand you're loyal to your crew, who will hopefully be awake soon.
I appreciate everything they've done here. They're taking real good care of me, and we sit tight. But if there's anything we can do, you let us know, and XO and I will do our best.
Well, I have to say the Sinclair has been doing quite a bit for us. Mostly little milk runs as it would be, but this is the nature of research many times, just trying to find the little elements. And basically they've been just going out sampling stuff and like setting up crap. I mean, it's just grunt work for that ship. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. All right, this is well, I appreciate you, Waxer, you waking up to the world of our the collaboration between our two settlements here.
Yeah. I mean, it's all thanks to everybody in Case too. I think Case deserves a lot of credit for what he did down there. Save
Absolutely.
us all.
He's dearly missed. Dearly missed. All right. And anything else for him before he goes?
No, I just want anytime something comes through, if more of those PDCs come through, I would like to know.
Okay.
You can send it through like a encrypted message. Just you don't have to like call each time, but some way to let me know.
Okay. So they he goes out and everything. So you guys are sitting there again alone. Well, quote unquote alone.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think about that? I mean, what the hell is going on out there?
I don't know. I don't want to give ourselves hope that we might get out of here, or not necessarily get out of here, because honestly, I don't hate it. But
I mean, it sounds like it's worse on the other side.
Yeah,
that shit's coming through.
Yeah, we don't want, if there's a war out there going on, we don't want that spilling over into our.
No, they find it. They find out what we got going on here. We got a colony. You got, little resources we have. I mean, who knows who it is?
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a scary thing to think, though, too. Not knowing what's going on over there.
Yeah, I wonder if Zenny ever got through. It makes me think.
Yeah. Hell, maybe her firing at somebody.
I know. Yeah. For a second, I thought, yeah.
Now, I'm trying to remember if did Waxer bring Zenny's pistol with him down to the.
I don't think so. Well, I remember using the flamethrower.
I don't think.
Yeah. I
think you left on the ship.
I don't think you brought it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was mainly bringing the flamethrower because we knew that was kind of an effective tool.
Yeah. Okay. So your pistol's up in your bunk on the ship.
Yeah, I kind of have it like, I mean, I feel like I would have it in this like sort of altar special, little area.
I thought you had like in a drawer under a towel or something. Or like,
yeah, maybe that's
like
it.
You hide it in a drawer.
Yeah.
No one fucks with it.
Yeah, that's true. Kind of like
or a case even or something. I don't know. Like I said, but if you have it up on the wall, it's great. Kind of works.
Yeah. But it's true. I think it's like little, yeah, like memorabilia. It's an emotional draw. Yeah, family. So.
Nice pun. It's a draw. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you thinking back on that, at least you know that survived. But yeah, like a lot of your gear is gone. Like if you have anything, like a favorite hat, or that's just gone. Yeah, you guys kind of settle around and chill out, waiting for the other two to wake up and everything like that to get this assessment. I guess my question is, what do you guys want to do while do you want to sit around and wait for Myrtle and Gaz? And you guys have sat around for like 3 days already. You're willing to go back to the colony, go back to Mason's Haven.
Maybe we should.
Do work around here if you want to do something around here and check out what they're doing. They can bring you up to speed on some of like the discoveries. Holston does. There has been several kind of documentations made about the planet and kind of what there's some major working theories of what the planet does. They have like discovered a lot more about it since the collaboration has gone through.
You know what? We've never really spent any time here to learn what they've even been doing.
Yeah.
I mean, we could stay here and kind of learn a little bit more. And
yeah, so, I'll change a bedpan or something.
Well, so you guys ask a little more about that, and they're happy to come and talk. And one of the scientists comes in. This is one of the people that works for Holston, and basically has this huge like kind of display and like presentation they give. And give me like intelligence physics tests to see if you can understand this. I think Wyatt didn't get it last time, but
I mean, this will be rough. Okay. Intelligence? Okay.
Intelligence, big brain moment.
All right, 7.
Yeah. Wyatt, what'd you get?
14.
14. Okay. Wyatt, you kind of heard of this before, but like so it's kind of starting to sink in a little bit. But the major thing they believe is that they know that the planet can kind of like wobble out of its orbit to have the gravity tether, which is still intact, avoid the inner planet. They also have discovered that the planet is starting to its spin is starting to spin up a little bit, like slowly. So that means that like the gravity tether is not holding it in place fully how it should be, how it has been forever. But it's like a really slow spin. So like it would have like a quote unquote day, like one day every like 2,000 years. So it's gonna be a really long time for it to spin, but it'll eventually spin into the gravity tether, which is kind of a worry.
Yeah.
They believe that the spin is controlled and the orbit is partially controlled by the moons. They also this is where it starts getting wild. So the big question is like, why be able to move the planet into different configurations around the sun, like spin it or change its direction, its face, and all this kind of stuff. And why even keep it at a static direction? And they, based on the analysis of kind of some of the asteroid fields in the system, they think that the planet's like not a weapon, but like a mining tool of some sort. Like it can like crack really big objects very quickly. At least it could at one point. They're not sure it can do it anymore. They think you might have broken that capacity. What's that?
When we exploded the nuke, is that what made the planet start to shift its orientation?
There's some thoughts on that. They say it started that before then. And they actually Stars Edge doesn't know about this, but it seems to coincide with the time when you guys like dug into the moons.
Oh, right.
You guys basically screwed the control system.
I knew there was some type of repercussion from that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe fix that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
just dig another hole and see what happens.
Yeah. Another glow stick. What could go wrong?
Both of you can also make a biology test.
All right.
Of the evolutionary, yeah, of the bio evolutionary type.
Okay.
We'll say.
So still intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 17.
Oops. I got not bad 60. I got 17 too.
Okay. So Medea discovered on Eos, the other planet, the ice planet, these like various protein strands that weren't complete, and they matched up to similar to some protein strands found on this planet. The current belief is that there's some sort of panspermia to that. They believe that like life on this planet somehow got to Eos, is the kind of thought of it, but they're not sure how. In addition, Eos has those gravity kind of like wells, like this part of the gravity spikes and everything. They're really unclear on why that would be, or they think there's like this material is like extra dense on there, or they know the material extra dense, but they're not really sure what it is exactly. And they think that's what's causing it. It's causing like where it's extra dense, it's causing like these gravity wells to occur because it's so damn dense. Mm-hmm. But they're really not sure like why that would occur. The planet has some weird shapes. It has some weird stuff to it. The mass isn't even, it's not an evenly distributed mass of a planet. In that regard, they actually think it may not even be like what we think of as a planet.
Interesting.
But they do know that somehow life forms got from, like, or at least elements of life got from this planet to the other planet somehow at one point. And there's nothing on the planet that's evolved like that for space travel or something like that too. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
A lot of weird stuff going on this planet.
It's a weird system, yeah. It's a weird system.
None of it still makes any sense, yeah.
Fair enough. That's fair. It is weird. Yeah. So, okay. So what do you guys think at this point?
I mean, I don't know what we could do. I don't know what we should.
My question: do you guys want to hang around and wait for them and do nothing? Do you want to go out and go out and?
Yeah, I feel like. I mean, I guess they're in good hands. Maybe we go down, check it out, and then.
Yeah, they're going to let us know if anything happens, and we can get back here fast.
We immediately will come. Yeah, come. I mean, at this point, I don't know what else we can do.
Okay.
For them.
Well, so yeah, they're going to give you guys a few more days. They're basically only bringing stuff between the two colonies ever so many days. Like they're doing kind of like caravans and stuff when they bring materials back and forth. They're trying not to use the shuttle. They're trying to use the carts more. It is a several day trip, so you're kind of waiting for the other caravan to come in, as it would be. But yeah, you guys hang out and everything like that too, and kind of take a look at the different like ongoings on the planet. Talk to people, hang out.
Help where needed.
What's that?
We'll help wherever we're needed.
Let me do a.
Also, yeah.
Waxer. So you one of the nights you're sleeping, you start dreaming of these spheres, these spheres in this kind of configuration again. They're a little bit clearer this time. You can see different colors of them and the light. What do you want to do?
I want to immediately. I mean, I want to try to like recreate it on like my data pad. You know, like record the configuration.
So you're trying to
and just see if I can match it with anything. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just like run it through the pattern or the.
So why you see Waxer's like working on a data pad really hard one day, and you get a glimpse of what he's working on, and it's like this. You see this like mechanical layout, like the kind of layout of these like orbs and everything in these shapes, and you had like the same dream, like a few times now.
That's pretty familiar to me too. Dreaming.
Wait, what? You seen the same thing? Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is. I just figured it was my brain still resetting itself more or less.
I mean, when I was coming out, I saw a lot of these same spheres, and I was just moving towards the bright one, and then through that, I came out of it. But yeah, last night, it was clear, so I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure if it means anything, but I'm putting it down, and I don't know, running through systems, and I mean, here, you look at it. See if it
exactly like what I've been dreaming too. John.
What's up? Sorry.
Is it the same thing I've been dreaming? What he sees?
Yeah, it's. I mean, he's taking his artistic liberties with it, but like, yeah, I mean, it's you know, the configuration, the general kind of like form of it all is there. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, maybe. Yeah, maybe this is something. I don't know. I mean, I just don't know if it's.
Could be
Maybe it
from
happened when we were in that stasis or whatever. But
that's what I'm thinking. I mean, what else? I don't know what else it could be, but that's the only thing that's happened to all of us or both of us. That. But yeah.
we could run it through a show. Maybe I don't know, Medea or Holston or somebody. Maybe it's I don't know. I'm looking through to see if it's molecule configuration, planet configuration. Anything to see if it.
I mean,
maybe it's a system.
You can take your drawing, your image, and try to run it up against like basically have the computer interpret it and see if it matches up something. You want to do that?
Yeah, I want to.
Okay.
Yeah, totally. Just run the pattern, the shapes.
It matches up to like the system's like configuration. There's some discrepancies on it, like some things like aren't exactly where they should, or like they're matched up. But yeah, it seems largely the same. Like it's like like you kind of are dreaming like a map.
And does any
system.
one of them stick out? Like, was that brightest one a specific?
Well, the brightest one you're pretty sure is like the sun.
Okay, and then the other ones around are bodies, planetary bodies, or things that we were familiar with, like we'd seen.
And you can kind of zoom in and see the moons on. Do you think some of these things might have been moons? The asteroid. What the weird one though? Some of the asteroid belts like don't. There's no asteroid belt in it, but like one of them where the asteroid belt is currently there's like in your dream there's like a planet there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at this, Exo. So maybe look at it matched up to this. Yeah, it's like we are almost getting we're seeing a map like a earlier map of what happened here. So maybe this planet where the asteroid belt here was, that used to be something. So maybe that's a thing of interest, right?
Yeah, maybe it's still there. Maybe the asteroid belt is that planet.
Yeah. Maybe that means more resources, more.
Yeah.
Something
How
to
far
look
is
at.
that from where we are?
Oh, that's a fine question. One moment.
Thinking about fuel conservation.
That's out there. That is 12 AU out. So that's a very long distance.
It's further than the gate.
No, it's halfway to the gate actually. The gate's at 25.36.
Okay.
It's even further. The gate's like twice as far out as that is. Yeah, so.
And can I run like the fragments of the asteroid belt just to see if the computer could even like reverse engineer it to see if it would even form a planet?
If you want to give me perspective on that, it would be 3 times the distance Earth is from Jupiter. It's that's where the belt is. Yeah, it's way out there. Yeah. These are big distances to go that far.
Could we send a satellite out there to that area just to?
There is a satellite There is a satellite out in that's kind of like hanging out by the ring. They have monitoring it, but it's not really meant to move back that far. Sending one out there would take a while. The Sinclair could do it probably in like a week and a half if you wanted to, but it would eat a lot of fuel for them to do. They really haven't gone that far out for a while.
I mean, once we get the fuel pellets, we're gonna have that one.
Well, the problem with the fuel pellets is that like they can't generate them that fast. Like they're gonna maybe be able to generate one every few months, and you guys can burn through one like in a week. So it's like a matter of how much do you guys actually want to like utilize. So that's kind of the issue. They're also using them on planet side to run the colonies, although they burn through them pretty slowly. So,
I mean, we could either check it out, risk wasting all of our fuel for nothing. We could wait to see if the other two wake up and if they're having the same dream as we are.
I was gonna say that, because maybe something. Maybe when we went through that thing, some alien tech or something is signaling us all to the same point. And maybe it's eventually is something we gotta go check out.
That's very possible.
You know, maybe it's leading us there, but I am curious to see, if the asteroid belt, run a program to see what type of planet it would have formed, or from our diagram, like what it was, perhaps. But more interesting is, though, what happened to that planet? Did it eternally explode? Did something? Yeah.
Could it have? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was another tether to this planet. Something happened.
Are you guys? So here's my question: are you guys keeping this information to yourself?
Oh, right. I mean, it is something we could maybe host, and maybe we run it.
But
yeah, I think we should share this because it's.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you guys kind of think about it a little more and kind of write up get your story straight on what you want to share with Holston and the like. And I think that's where we're going to end it tonight. I think that's a pretty good place to stop the game.
Nice.
That's a good way forward.
Yeah.
And the like. So yeah. Well, welcome back, Michael.
Yeah, and that was a cool way to come back too. I definitely yeah. And then when we have each crew member back, it actually is really working out really cool that way.
What's your thoughts on that this kind of weird situation and
what's
happened?
Yeah, I mean, it's total mystery, but I'm intrigued by it. You know what I mean? Like, and also it was a cool way to come out of that last situation, because it's a good way to encapsulate the break, because it almost does feel like, I'm like, what the hell did happen? Did we survive that? What were the repercussions? And like, so much time passing. I mean, fuck. Captain McMichael's like, what am I in another dimension? Like, holy shit.
Did you guys
cool.
hell?
Yeah. And it also, it was a way for us to change. I feel like, wax our the way we think about Poe is different, because now we're, he's helping us recuperate. We kind of did that together, and
he knows you guys are all in this together. Like, there's not really a way for you guys to get out. So good. All right. Well, everyone, thank you very much. We are going to be back on the 15th, I think, or the 14th. Excuse me, 14th. We'll be back on the 14th, because we always take the first week off, and I'm sure Donna's going to want to recover, and if not, just get home. But everybody, thank you so much for watching. Look, there's a lot of ways to support our stream. You can do our Ko-fi or our Patreon. Just watching's great. Like, subscribe, whatever, all that good stuff's awesome. Please look at everyone from the show. You can find everyone there. You can find all our links there. You can also get some merch. We have some great stuff from the Cauldron Tower store. In addition, we're doing the Occulted shirts. So I got my kind of limited run shirts that are gonna pop up online on Friday at 12:01 a.m. So very early in the morning up through Sunday night. So you snag one or don't. Then they're gone forever.
Oh no, you should get them. They're badass, and they're only around for a little bit. Like, you'll regret it. Like,
you will have regrets. You will have regrets. And I've gotten samples of all of them. I actually went back and redid one entirely. I actually went and, one of them came through, and I didn't do the best job on it. And I went through and I redid it. So like, I have been quality controlling them, which I've been really happy with, and it's I have to make sure that everything gets out there as good shape. So that's one of my things, especially when I'm messing with. It's always one thing to look at someone on a screen, and another thing to see it like printed.
100%.
Yeah, but we have a lot of fun with that. But please check out the Cauldron Tower stuff, guys. All right. I will see you all in 2 weeks. I'm on tomorrow, or I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. I'm back on tomorrow talking about the new Expanse book, but I will see you guys then. All right, everyone, have a good night. Later.
See ya.